Holy moly. Wow. All right, what's going on, friends? Now, I was sent this pool cleaner right here. This is the Wybot C1. I'm gonna open this up, show you everything that comes in this box, and I'm definitely gonna put this thing through the test, at least in my above ground pool. I do plan on actually doing another review on this in an in-ground pool, but I have to get that in-ground pool opened up. But this is gonna be a good test in my above ground pool because there's about 2,000 worms in it right now, so we'll see if this thing's gonna pick up all my worms. Let me get this opened up and I will show you what comes in the box. See if I have to get this thing charged up. Normally they come almost charged. Probably have to charge it a little. There's a little quick start guide. It does have an app too, so I'll show you a little bit about that app. At the end of this, I'm gonna take this apart and clean it, so I'll show you how to clean this also. And there is some of this foam in here. If you do end up buying this robot, some of this foam is to help it climb your walls. So you might have to, I'll show you how to put them on because I'm gonna put these foam kits on here so it'll climb the walls better, especially probably for like a in-ground pool. This is actually, they advertise this for an in-ground pool. I have another pool vac right now that is for an in-ground pool and it works really good in my above ground pool. Now all these wireless ones do normally come with a type of hook like this. This is gonna go on your pole that normally you would have your net on. I'll show you how that works. We have the user manual. Another thing nice I did see when doing a little research on this, this has a 2-year warranty on it and a 30-day return policy if you're not happy with it. I think that's nice. Plug to charge it. Now, another thing I did see when reading about this is it may show up, if you see a little condensation on it, it's because they do try these out before they ship them out. There's a little sticker right here on top. It does say, tighten the protective cap before putting the robot in the pool. Make sure the charging port is dry before each charging. Yeah, this cap right here, you're gonna make any of these rechargeable ones will have some kind of cap on them. So you gotta make sure you put this cap back on. Now you don't have to put that on like super tight, but you know, just snug it up a little. There's gonna be like a rubber seal on there to keep water from getting in there. So pretty simple. There's a power button there. And make sure you charge it fully before you use it for the first time. Should be right here. This is the basket that is going to collect all the junk that's in your pool. Now you're going to want to take that basket out when you first get it because there's some, oh wow, that opens nice and easy. You got all these little fancy silica gel pad things you got to get out of there. Throw them out. We don't need that. This is a nice basket. Other one I have doesn't open that easy or shut that easy, so put that back in like that. All right, let me get this over and I will plug this in and I will start charging this, and I'll tell you a couple more things about this. Get this plugged in. I'm also going to do a little underwater footage, so you will see this cleaning stuff underwater. You see a light there blinking. That means it's charging. When this is solid green, that means it's fully charged. Let me try to see if I can see how long it takes to get this fully charged as soon as you get it. So like I said, here's the power button, and this is where you charge it. There's a nice handle to carry it around. I already showed you the filter basket. It's got 2 different scrubbing brushes here. Ooh, they feel pretty nice too. It's got a little weight to it. That's what the bottom side looks like. This is where it's going to suck up all the debris. While I wait for that to charge, you can just put that on your same pole that you got your net on. So take your net off like that. You can do this now, or you can just do this when you're ready to get it out of your pool, because while that's cleaning your pool, you might want to be using your net to clean the top of your water. But you just take this, put it in just like you put your net on. Just like that. Now I have my hook ready. All right, just looked out and it is fully charged. I'm gonna guess this took like an hour and 20 to an hour and 30 minutes for the first initial charge. That was when I took it right out of that box. But now it does say in the manual that when you use this and it dies in your pool after cleaning your pool, it's gonna probably take about 3 hours to charge it then. But the first initial was only around an hour and a half. Now I can unplug this. Make sure you put that cap on tight. when you're twisting that cap on, you're going to feel it just stop. So once that stops, it should be good. Now we're going to turn this on, and this light right here should turn solid blue, and then you got to put it in the water within 3 minutes or it will shut back off. So I'm going to turn it on. That should be solid blue, and we're going to drop it down in the water, and I'm going to use my GoPro to give you a little bit of underwater footage. I have a lot of junk in the middle of my pool because yesterday I ran this pool on high for a while, so all my junk is out there in the middle. But I'll show you here with my camera, and we're just going to see if that's going to clean all that up. And then I'm going to also show you the app. I think in 120 minutes this thing will be done. So let's turn this on. Oh, that's green. Oh, there. Now it's blue. All right, got solid blue. I'll show you, I got 3 minutes, so that's what she looks like. Solid blue. Can you see that? Now we're going to put it down in the water. There she goes. She should sink. And there it goes, going down. You see that, Piper? All right, this Wybot should be done. I'm hoping here in about 120 minutes. So hopefully it's gonna pick up all the sand, leaves, bugs, worms, anything that's in the bottom of my pool here. Now for me, while I have that robot running, I would take my other net and just try to clean the top of my pool water off. Now it says in the manual this Wybot pool cleaner has a intelligent path planning, so it won't miss any spots in the bottom of your pool. And I'll show you here at the end how easy it is to clean that filter out. And if your pool robot does have trouble climbing your walls, there's a floating kit that comes with it, so you can attach some like pieces of foam on that to help that float better. If the walls of your pool are too slippery, it does have trouble climbing your walls. And it kind of looks like that is what it's doing for me. I should have put the floating kit on. I'll tell you what, I will never own a pool again without owning a pool robot. It is 100 times easier to drop that in your pool. Then all you pretty much can do is either use your net and clean off the top of your water while it's sitting there cleaning, or just sit back and drink an adult beverage. Or maybe an iced tea, whatever you want. All right, right here is the Wybot app that was real easy to download. You can click on that, and this is where you can change your robot to do different things. Like down here at the bottom, you can see where you can clean just the floor, just the walls in the floor. Or I have it on. I think I have it on standard full pool, and then they have eco floor. Here's your different timers that you can let this in your pool. You can clean twice for 60 minutes each. You can clean 3 times for 40 minutes each. So that'll clean your pool 3 days. And you can clean 4 times at 30 minutes each and just leave that in your pool. All right, the Wybot is finished. I'm gonna put this little hook on that came with it. And when it's done, it does stop at the edge of your pool. You can just pull it out with the hook. All right, now we're going to take out that basket and see how disgusting it looks, because I had about a couple thousand worms in my pool. Holy moly. Wow. Now this was the first cleaning of the season, so I really put this sucker to a test. I think it would do definitely. Oh my gosh. That's pretty gross. Now you can hold it with that handle. Just open the bottom up like this. Look inside there. Can you see in there? Really bad. Man. All right, with any of these pool robots, you want to take this out, or as soon as you take it out of the water, clean it right away. Don't let it get dried on there, because then it'll clean up real easy. You just take this. This definitely seems like a really nice basket, easy to clean, and it's real nice and fine, so it will pick up all the real fine stuff. Even that's in your water, you don't even see it. Then I recommend, after you get done cleaning that basket out, just take your robot and spray it out a little bit. It just helps get some of that pool chemical off of your robot. I think it helps it last a little longer. Maybe spray the underside a little. Now I'm gonna let this dry off, and then I'm gonna put that floating kit, some of them parts on here, and then I'm going to try this out one more time to see if it climbs my walls better. Other than that, if you don't watch the rest of this video, I think this thing worked great. Now I really put it to the test, because this was my first cleaning of the year. Keep watching the video if you want to see how to put the floating kit on. All right, I got this thing fully charged back up. I'm going to, and I got a Phillips screwdriver. I'm going to add some of this floating kit to it. See if it climbs my walls better, because it says you're supposed to use this if your walls are slippery. But I don't know if my walls are slippery, if it's just because my walls or my pool is a round pool. I don't know if I'm going to put all these in here. Some of these ones right here will go inside where the filter goes, I think, right in here. I think, actually, I'm not. There's two that go in there. You can stick them in there. But I think I'll show you where these other ones go. Let's put that in there. There we go. Now we have this piece right here, and I have two screws, two Phillips screws, and I also have this long piece here. This piece I think can go up. Oh, there, like that. You would stick that up there with the sticky side up. And this piece can go on here like this. There's an arrow right there that needs to point up. Forgot. There we go. Screw in there. Screw in there. It can't hurt to stick one of them in there. That's gonna help that float better. This pool robot is definitely heavier than others that I've ever owned. It's probably why it needs more flotation. There, I got everything in there but two. Now, let's turn this thing back on. Gotta hold that, I guess. There we go, green, then that should turn blue. Yep, there we go, blue. Now we're ready to go. I'll see if she climbs better now. Well, that thing knows exactly when it hits the ground. That's weird. There she goes. Oh, she's going. Oh, she stopped. Oh, look at that. Now it's working a little better. Nice. Goes, see if it climbs up again. Oh yeah. Keep going. Why is it stopping? There it goes. Oh yeah, now that's 2 times. See if it climbs a 3rd time. Oh, it always stops. There it goes. That's 3 times. I think that climbing kit or floating, I think that floating kit definitely helps. I should have put that on in the beginning. Alright, that's about it for this video. I hope this video helped you out, either if you already own this, showing you how to use it, or just hope this video helped you out if you're thinking about buying one of these. I will have the links to this robot down in my description, and I will try to put this in my first comment if you guys want to check this out. So thanks for watching. Give this video a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. I love reading all them comments. And hit that subscribe button to help support my channel. God bless and have a great day.